Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. Now, if you're heading up to the Smoky Mountains, usually what most people do is either they'll go out to dinner or they'll order pizza, right? They may even go to a restaurant and order pizza. Or they'll be at their cabin or their trailer, their RV, their campground, wherever it may be, and they're going to order pizza. Oh, it's kind of boring, isn't it? I mean, it's delivered and it's just a pizza, right? Just a pizza. Why not take the whole family right by the ear and say, let's make a pizza as a family, right? This is what I want to do. I want to show you how to make a pizza. It's really simple. It's a lot of fun. Everybody could chip in. Everybody can have their 2 cents on how to make it. But the real reason is you're together as a family and you're making something as a family. So let's go. And I'm not just getting one of these frozen things and throwing stuff on it. No. I'm using real dough. Okay? But and you don't have to make it. I'm going to tell you all about it, how to do it, and how cheap it really is. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you how to do it, and you're going to love it when I'm done. Why don't we go to the kitchen? Okay, now that we're back in the kitchen. Here's my board. Just washed my hands, nice and clean. And now, let's get started. One thing you could do is, of course, you can go to the grocery store. You can get those round, silly, pre-made, whatever it is they use, pizza crusts. Throw a little sauce on, throw it in the oven and go, yeah, wow, I just made a pizza. No. How about you go to Publix. There's it right there, Publix. Hope I got that right in the picture. Is that in there? Right? There it is. Only $2.99. Fresh homemade dough. They have regular dough, or this one here. Now, this is a Parmesan crusted dough, so it's a little more snazzy than the regular dough. But last night, and the reason I'm doing this video is because last night I made Miss Maria shrimp pizza. She loves shrimp, so I said, all right, today maybe I'll just do myself a pizza for you, and we'll do it the old-fashioned way. So there is the dough. It's a Parmesan crusted pizza. It's already at room temperature. When you get it, by the way, they have it at Publix in the area, the bakery area. All right, it's in a little freezer, and you can get these from just like this. Now, the one that I got yesterday, they had already, it was already smushed. All I had to do was unfold it, and I go, wow, look at that. It was fresh dough. Fresh dough. I had to let it rise a little bit. So I said, let me get one of these. And this is the fresh dough, but it's a real pizza dough. I mean, it's the real deal. So I got the board out. I'm going to put some flour on it, okay? You got to have flour on your board. All right, if you're going to make pizza, you got to make a little bit of a mess. Just throw some flour. That's so it doesn't stick, all right? And it's already room temperature. Now, the reason you want it room temperature, because there's yeast in here. You can see it's like, hey, how are you, Jeff? You going to put some sauce on me? Yes, I'm going to put some sauce on you. It's very fluffy. But look, it's already rising. Look at that. You see the bubble? Look at that. Hi. You popped the bubble. Oh, God. I need help. You flatten out your pizza. You know, there was a day I used to make pizza. This is going back 1,000 years ago. I used to manage Papa Joe's Pizza, Pastas, and Subs in Brooksville, Florida. I don't know if any of you have been there. Before he expanded, I don't mean physically, before his store expanded, which he did, I used to manage the place. And I used to make pizza. Hundreds of pizzas a day. We'd mix the dough, we'd make the sauce, and I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot from Joe. Joe was right from Sicily, cool guy, and learned a lot. Just get the dough. See, no real special tools. You could get a log, Right, just trim the bark off the log. And you can do that. Or maybe you're smart enough and you took along a roller with you. But a log will work. And you just roll it out. Trying to keep it as round as you can. It always wants to go back until finally you break its will. Yes, tell it no. The cool thing is if you have the family gathered, especially if you have the kids gathered, they could all take a try at this. They could all take the roller and you show them how to do it, how to roll it out lightly. You just expand, and they're involved. You and your family are involved with each other instead of their little faces buried in their phones. All right? Because isn't that enough? Don't they? When you see your kids or your grandkids, the faces are always buried in a phone. They never really enjoy life. They never really live life because they're mesmerized by the evil demon known as the internet. Oh, it's so evil. Okay, here's my pizza tray. By the way, I got this because I didn't have one here. I got this at Publix as well. It was right in the home goods aisle where they have the pots and pans and things like that. It was only like $5.99, $6.99. Pretty cheap. Pretty cheap indeed. You get your dough. You lay it on your pizza tray. That was pretty close to perfect, wasn't it? Now what you want to do is, hopefully you can still see that in the camera. You want to pull this dough back and pinch the edge of the pizza tray. That's what I'm doing. Pinching the edge and pulling the dough. Pinching the edge, pulling the dough. Pinch, pull. Pinch, pull. Pinch, pull. So finally, I create the edge of the pizza crust. Cool, huh? God, when I was at Papa Joe's, we used to make hundreds of dough balls a day. Hundreds. Now, a machine mixed the dough, but you had to physically make and knead these little round balls. I think they were 1 pound or 1.2 pounds. The balls had, and we had to weigh them. Every one of them got weighed because you wanted the pizza to be consistent. There you go. Not too bad, not too shabby. I guess I'm not going to open up a pizza joint, though. I don't want to do that again. I mean, I had fun, learned a lot, but it was a lot of cooking that I didn't like doing a lot of cooking for other people. I like doing it for friends and family, but when you're making hundreds of pizzas a day, it's like, I'm sick of this. I'm just tired of this crap. And my ingredients are, I'll make sure it's still in the camera frame. Yeah, it is. I could even push in a little bit more for you guys. All right, that's what I will do. There. Sorry for all the dough on the stove, but it's okay. Deal with it. I'll clean it off later. Place is completely clean. Also, Publix got this Italian 6-cheese blend, fancy shredded. It was like $3.99. It's got mozzarella, not mozzarella, but mozzarella, non-skimmed. It's provolone, Parmesan, Asiago, and Romano cheese. Small bag, but it's perfect for a pizza this size. Perfect. Also got pizza sauce. This I happened to get from Kroger. Oh, it was a couple of weeks ago. But at Publix, they have it too. They have little jars, perfect for a pizza that size. Got an eggplant. Got that from Publix, because I'm going to put eggplant on this pizza. Also, I'm using the onion that I didn't use from last night. I didn't use the whole onion, so I'm going to put some onions on that. And what else? Oh, I got portobello, baby portobello mushrooms. I put mushrooms. But Miss Marie specifically asked for Hawaiian, ham and Hawaiian pizza. If you haven't tried it, it's pretty good. Ham Hawaiian pizza. So I've got pineapple tidbits. Got this from the Publix as well. And I got ham from Publix. Pound of ham. I'm not going to use a whole pound, but I'm going to use that. And being I'm going to already have the oven on, I'm going to stuff some portobello mushrooms. These are big caps. Not magic mushrooms. These are portobello mushrooms. And I'm going to put some cheese and some meats and stuff in there. You flip them over, and then they'll bake in the oven as well. A little treat. Easy to do. Really simple, easy stuff to do. Okay, the first thing is you want to get your sauce out. You shake your jar of sauce. Now, if your jar doesn't open, and you know how that always happens, you just tap lightly. You shake it, and then you... That's it. Not hard. You'll break it. And then it opens. Okay? And you start in the middle. You just put little dabs. Now, she doesn't like a lot of sauce. Neither do I. So I probably won't use the whole jar. Just half, a hair over half. Now, if I need more, I'll use more. I'll take my spoon. Or you could do it the Italian way. Right? You could do that. That's always fun. Use your ladle. I used to use this right in the restaurant. You start from the center, and you work your way out. Just like this. See what I'm doing? And this is fun for the kids. You're teaching them to do something. At least the least thing you're teaching them is how to survive and eat on their own, right? Chances are, if you threw them on the street now, they'd starve to death, right? Ma, you got any more of them chicken nuggets? Ma, can I have a grilled cheese sandwich? Ma, you know? There. Sauce is on the pizza. That's pretty quick, right? Next, I'm looking for my cutting board. There it is. It's a nice thing about having a galley kitchen. You don't have to go far to find stuff. So I'm going to push this over there, squeegee that out of the way, and then take my ham. Any type of ham will do, by the way. Any type of ham. If you like Virginia ham or honey baked ham or Black Forest ham, it's okay. This one I think is sweet smoked ham. Sweet smoked ham. And it tastes really, really, really good, by the way. Really, 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 really kind of good. I'm grabbing my knife. You want to make sure that you get enough pieces to cover the pizza, right? So I'm just going to make a bunch of these little strips of ham. Watch your fingers. Always, your fingers should be above your knife, never underneath your knife. Pretty common sense thing, huh? Think of. Right? Amazing how many people cut themselves. Oh, they do. And then this is sharp too. This is a really sharp knife. You just glide on down. Making little squares. Okay? Little squares of ham. Very simple. Super simple. Yeah, I'll put the ham down. And you just grab the ham. Just like that. Just grab the ham. And you just pinch a little bit in your hands and you sprinkle it over the pizza. Some people, they lay it out. They're too anal, you know, whatever their issue is. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a pizza, but it's got to taste good. That's the bottom line. It's got to taste good. So you put your ham down. And the reason I do the ham first is because it gets the opportunity to cook with the sauce, which adds that. Ham is pork, and that pork has a flavor in it that mixes with the juices of the tomato sauce. And it makes it really good, really tasty. There it is. There's the ham. Ta-da. Ta-da. Wash your hands. Another little trick I'll share with you. Got a half of an onion here. Make sure this is still running because I can't see the time thing. Yeah, okay. There's an onion. It's only half because I'm only doing one pizza. Okay. What you want to do is take your knife and just score down the onion like this. Cut the onion in half, score down the onion, score down the onion, score down the onion. Now I left the skin on for a reason. I'm going to take it off, but it's holding the onion together. Now, when I cut this, about a 1/4 inch. So I'm doing cutting about a 1/4 inch. Just like that. Okay? Put my knife aside. Then you can pick off the skin, the cover. Find any loose edges. Just throw them to the side. You clean up later. Okay? Just like that. Just sprinkle it on. Just make sure you get enough of the ingredients that you're using all the way around the pizza. Not complicated. Kids love it. I'm telling you, they're going to love this because they're involved with you. 2 cutting boards. There's a giant cutting board, and then there's the little cutting board. This is the eggplant that I got from Publix, and I'm not going to use the whole thing. I already washed it. I'm just going to use some of it. So I'm going to cut some planks out of this because I don't want a whole bunch. 3 planks. The rest I'll probably boil up. And then I'm going to just cut them into little tiny wedges because they cook nice and they taste good on a pizza. Eggplant. It's not one of the most offered sides or condiments on a pizza when you go to a pizza joint. And you say, "Do you have any eggplant?" And they go, "What? No." You know, they don't give you that as an option, which I think that's sad. So you just cut, swing it around, cut, as big as or as small as you like. Really doesn't matter. Pick it up, put it on the pizza. Okay. Rinsed my mushrooms. These are the portobello. I like portobello. You can use the whole ones, or you can break it as you put it on. It just makes it look nice. To me, a mushroom looks really good on a pizza. Now, not everybody likes mushrooms. I understand it. So find a substitute, or make 2 pizzas, right? Or 3 or 4. Let each kid make a pizza. This is yours. All right. Now we get the cheese. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do the pineapple next. I never tried pineapple pizza till I met Marie. Just letting you know that. Never, ever, ever, ever. I just, being Italian, I was very a traditionalist. And you always use the chunk ones if you're going to do it. It's easy. You don't have to cut it up. And you just you don't overload the pizza. It's not supposed to taste like a pineapple. It's just supposed to give it a nice, sweet, fruity flavor. That's it. I know I left it in the refrigerator because I didn't want it to wilt. But I also use spinach. I love spinach on my pizzas. It's the green. So we've really completed the food group on this thing, in this pizza pie. You don't have to use a lot. But the kids will love it, and they're eating their spinach. Right? Because it looks good, and it tastes great. Now tell them, isn't that looking cool and good? Right? Right. All right. Now, for the pasty resistance. The cheese. You put the cheese over the top. Always the last thing should be the cheese, because the cheese is the binder. The cheese holds everything together. Now, the key would be for cooking the pizza is when the crust is golden brown. When you see the crust, you don't turn it above 350. 350 for 30 minutes, but you watch the crust. When the crust is golden brown, the rest is just about right. Plus, you should be able to smell it in the air. You should be able to really smell the cooking of the pizza in the air. Now, the second part of the video, which I was talking to you before about, was the portobello mushrooms. These you get 2 caps. These are really good. portobellos. That's what I put on the pizza, but these are gigantic. Look at them in relation to my hand, right? Simple, simple, simple. Some people will take the stem out, which is fine. You can just pop it out, no big deal. Okay, but I'm going to. I bought some salami, which, man, I haven't had salami in a very, very long time. As you know, I'm trying to watch everything I eat, but once in a while I like to treat myself to something good. So I got some salami. There's real Genoa salami, and I'm just going to cut it similar to the meat that I did the pizza with, right? Into little cubes. Smush it up. Puts them in the cap. It's a stuffed mushroom. You don't need a lot because there's not that much room inside the cap. But it's fun. And they're tasty. Next, I'm going to take some sharp cheddar. Cheddar. I like cheddar. I know a lot of people do. Do you like cheddar? Cheddar cheese. I like it. What I do like now is, remember years ago when you would open one of these, they wouldn't reseal, but now they've got that reseal on the inside. So you can open there, but I just use the knife today. Take my sharp cheddar, put it right on the top of the mushroom cap. These are fun. They really are. A couple of slices, I think you can see that, yeah. A couple of slices of Swiss. Funny how the knife drags through cheese differently. It's a very slow cut through the Swiss as compared to the other cheese or the salami. And just cut it to little pieces. Not much, just for flavor. A little bit on there. A little bit on there. Notice I'm not using salt and pepper and stuff. The cheese has already got salt in it. You don't need it. You don't need salt. Stop with the salt. Then to top it all off, you put a little drizzle of olive oil right on the top there. So what happens is when it heats up, all of this stuff stays together and it binds it so that everything is consistent in the cooking stage. And then if you want, take a little bit of that pizza cheese just to make it look pretty. And of course, binding it even more. How cool is that? Look. Can you see that? That's a stuffed portobello mushroom. And that one of those is a whole meal. Not for me. For some people, that's a snack, but that's a whole meal. You put that on a plate, cut it with a knife and fork. It's delicious, very healthy, heart healthy, good. The other stuff, it kind of negates. Mushroom is healthy, that's not healthy, so it's a wash. It's a wash. What an idiot. All right, I'm going to put this in the oven. The pizza's in the oven, put this in the oven. These don't take that long, so I'll make sure I show it to you when it comes out. Don't go anywhere. And there it is. Check it out. There's the pizza. Hawaiian and ham pizza. Look at that. 37 minutes it took. And then the two stuffed mushrooms, the portobello mushrooms, golden brown on the top, ready to munch. What a great meal for you and your family. If you're on vacation, took 37 minutes to cook, about 15 minutes to prepare, and if you had two pizzas, you put one on one shelf, one on the other. You'd have yourself a full meal. Everyone be happy because they all helped out do the job. And what a great way to spend an afternoon, an evening, a rainy day, or an evening, or whatever, when you're coming back from the Smoky Mountains and all the things you were doing. Make yourself a delicious pizza. All of these products were found at Publix. And you don't have to go anywhere else. Got everything right there in their store, any one of their Publix. We've been to the one in Sevierville, one in Pigeon Forge. No matter where they go, they're the same. They're pretty much the same layout. Now take a look at that. Perfect slice of pizza. Crust is golden brown, all the goodies. It doesn't look like a frozen pizza to me, does it? No, because it's not. It's homemade, right in the oven. Wherever it is you are, you could make this. Everyone's going to love it. When they sink their teeth into that first bite, they're going to realize they did something really special. They made their own pizza pie. So if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to comment, go ahead, comment. If you want to subscribe, it's absolutely free. Free to subscribe, free to comment, and free to hit the like button. And I suggest you do. We would really appreciate you. So once again, thanks for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And we will see you all again very, very soon.